If you've been wondering why your Google ads aren't delivering like they used to, or why SEO traffic isn't converting the way it did a few years ago, you're not alone. Because the way patients choose a dental clinic has completely changed. And what worked even just a couple of years ago simply doesn't have the same impact anymore. But here's the good news. Once you understand what's changed and what patients actually respond to today, there's a better, more sustainable way to grow your practice. Let's walk through it. Not that long ago, the formula was simple. You ranked well on Google, ran a few ads, and that was enough to consistently bring in new patients. You didn't need a big brand, fancy videos, or even much of a social media presence. You just showed up when someone searched dentist near me, and you were in the game. But today, patients are making decisions before they even started searching. They're discovering practices through video content, social platforms, word of mouth, and online visibility long before they have a dental issue or treatment in mind. So by the time they're ready to book, they're not searching dentist near me. They're searching for the clinic they already trust, one they've seen, followed, and feel familiar with before they even need it. That's a big shift. And if your practice isn't part of that early awareness journey, you're not even on the list when it matters most. Now let's be clear. Google Ads and SEO still have a role. They help you stay visible when people are actively searching, and they capture bottom of the funnel demand. But they're no longer enough on their own. Because in today's dental landscape, relying only on search is like setting up a market stall at the very end of the market after most people have already finished shopping. The clicks are more expensive, the leads are colder, and the competition is higher. Not because demand is down, because brand preference happens earlier. And we haven't even touched on the impact of AI yet. One of the biggest shifts happening now is how patients are searching for health and dental information. More people are using tools like ChatGPT and Google's AI-powered summaries to get answers instantly, often without even clicking on a website. That means even if your site ranks well, you might not be getting seen. Your carefully written treatment pages? Summarized in one sentence. And your practice? Left out of the picture entirely, unless someone already knows your name. That's why brand awareness and recognition are even more important than ever. Because when someone already trusts your clinic, they'll skip the AI answers and search directly for you. That's how you stay relevant, no matter how the platform changes. Now you might be thinking, but I'm not a social media person. This sounds like something for cosmetic clinics, not general practices like mine. I don't have time to post videos and create content. Totally valid. Most practice owners feel that way at first. But here's the truth. You don't need to post every day. You don't need fancy gear, and you don't need to go viral to make an impact. The practices doing well right now are showing up consistently with simple, useful content that builds trust. That might look like answering common patient questions on a video, sharing what it's like to visit your clinic, introducing your team and the way you work, educating patients about procedures, options, and outcomes in plain language. And the best part? You can start small. Block out half a day once a month, record 3 to 5 short videos using your phone, and break them into smaller pieces. Post them across your social, your website, or even by mail. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be real. And this approach is backed by data, not just opinion. According to the Combank Dental Insights report, practices that are investing in brand building, especially through education and patient engagement, are seeing stronger growth, better patient retention, and more consistent referrals. The report also highlights patients are choosing based on connection and reputation, not just cost and convenience. Clinics that don't communicate what makes them different are being overlooked, even if they're technically doing everything right. And clinics with a stronger digital presence are having an easier time attracting younger associates and team members because they're seen as more modern and progressive workplaces. So this isn't just about marketing anymore. It's about long-term positioning, culture, and growth. You might still be wondering, but is this really worth the time and effort? Can this actually move the needle for my clinic? Let's flip the question. Can you afford to keep relying on strategies that are no longer producing the same results? Because what we're seeing now is clinics spending more on Google Ads just to maintain their current patient flow. That's a race you don't want to be in, constantly outbidding competitors for clicks with no momentum being built. What if you could reduce that dependency and instead build a flywheel where patients come to you because they already trust you? That's what this is about. It's not short-term performance marketing, it's long-term brand marketing. And the clinics doing this well right now are pulling away from the pack. So where do you start? Make a list of the 5 questions you hear most from patients. Answer each one in a short, natural video, less than a minute. Share them slowly and consistently, and do it again next month. Over time, this builds brand recognition, trust, and top-of-mind awareness. You'll notice more patients coming in already aligned with your values, shorter decision-making time, and higher quality leads, because people already trust you before they've met you. That's the difference between just running ads and building a brand. And in today's marketing landscape, that's what works. If you want to learn more about how this can work for your practice, you know where to find us.